Hi guys, Dr. Jacinta here from Open Space Healing, and today we'll be going over some simple solutions to get relief from your neck and back pain at your workstation. Our first tip is to invest in a sit-stand desk. Now, sitting is an absolute epidemic. Research is now showing that sitting is the new smoking, and that is if you're sitting for more than 6 hours a day. Now you might be thinking, maybe I don't sit for 6 hours a day, but let me take you through the average day that most people will have. Now imagine you get out of bed, you go sit down, have your breakfast at your breakfast table, you then jump in your car or on the train, you're sitting to go to work, you then sit down at your workstation for a few hours, go to lunch and sit down and eat your lunch, sit back down at your workstation, drive home again, and then sit down to have dinner and then watch TV at night. Sitting is an absolute epidemic, so whatever you can do at work to reduce the amount of time that is spent sitting is crucial. So by investing in a sit-stand desk, your spine will really thank you for it. And if this is something that you feel you're not sure whether or not your workplace will do for you, then let us know and we can see what we can do in terms of helping get you this desk. Our second strategy is to prioritize your posture. Now, when you're sitting for long periods of time at your desk, generally as the day goes on, you're busy, you're not really paying attention to what your posture is doing. Your head will tend to come forward, your shoulders will round, and you will slump in the chair. Chronically, this puts a lot of stress and fatigue on your large muscle groups and your neck and your back. To combat this, I want you to imagine as you're at your desk, a helium balloon is tied to your chest and your head that's lifting you up to the roof. Naturally, what will happen is your shoulders will come back and your head will come into alignment, which will mean that your spine is stacked nicely on top of one another, and therefore the strain on your back and your neck will be reduced greatly. Our solution number 3 might be adjusting the height of your workstation. Now, it might be time to start looking at the ergonomics of where you're actually sitting down at your workstation and what it could be doing in terms of increasing your pain. Now, when we're looking at the monitor, what you want is that your eyes should be level to the monitor and the computer screen, and there shouldn't be any unnecessary turning or twisting of your head. So for example, your eyes should be neutral and you shouldn't be rotating your head to the side to look at a screen. Solution number 4, watch the clock. Now, what I recommend to a lot of our clients at Open Space Healing is actually to set a timer every 45 minutes to go off at your workstation. This is your reminder to get up, walk around, stretch your body, maybe make an excuse to go get a tea or go to the toilet and just move your body through its ranges of motion. This is going to reduce the effects of that stress and strain and chronic fatigue of these postural muscles. And better yet, at your lunch break, it might be worth, instead of sitting down to eat your lunch, go for a nice stroll, get out in nature. Your spine will really thank you for it. Now, solution number 5 is actually an exercise called the Brugger Relief Position. Now, if you've been following us for the while, then you know what this one looks like, but I'll do it again for those of you who might not have heard it. Now, what we want to do is, if I go on the side here, you put your hands out to the side, you squeeze your shoulder blades together and look up. And then it looks like this from the front, so squeezing the shoulder blades together and looking up. And what you want to do is hold that for around 30 seconds a time, multiple times during the day. This is a really great one to do when you're just at your workstation, things are starting to feel a little bit stiff and sore. It's quick and effective. There you have it, our simple solutions to get relief at your workstation. Now, as always, if you feel like this information is helpful for a loved one, then share it around, leave us a comment. And if there is something more pressing happening with your neck or back, then make sure you give us a call and we'll see if we can help you with that. This is Dr. Jacinta from Open Space Healing. Bye for now.